Whitten, May 19th, 2001. Martha L. Whitten, August 12th, 1984. Janet Hood, November 18th, 1955 birth. Thomas Samuel Holliday, June 17th, 2017. They were married August 16th, 1980. W. Grady Holliday, January 20th, 1982. Ruth L. Holliday, April 6th, 2005. Lisa G. Campbell, August 23rd, 2015. Doris H. Shirley, April 18th, 2008. William A. Shirley, January 14th, 2018. Robert D. Tinsley, June 16th, 2020. Susan B. Tinsley, December 14th, 1957 birth. Brad Callie Tinsley, December 9th, 2009. Francis L. Seegers, January 29th, 2000. Walker C. Seegers, August 18th, 1988. Linda B. Llewellyn, May 10th, 1945 birth. Jackie J. Llewellyn, October 3rd, 2020. Julia Carolyn M. Sutherland, May 16th, 1994. George Sutherland, April 11th, 2017. They were married July 3rd, 1954. Kenneth Sutherland, 2024. Paul Lammer, Kenneth Wade. Dorothy M. Casson, August 6, 2015. Arwin Casson, March 21st, 1999. Deborah C. Keeler, born May 20th, 1951. Benjamin E. Keeler Jr., July 12th, 2003. I am feeling something right here. It's a weird shape. It's kind of round in parts and kind of, okay, it's in there too. I don't know how tall it is because it's taller than me. Yeah, it's this weird. This weird shape. I don't know. Sorry. 1951, Benjamin Keeler. Okay. Carmen M. Marquez, April 20th, 2000. Ronald Dale Shaw, May 17th, 2017. Michael Chase Saw, December 19th, 2003. Christopher Wayne Alexander and Wade Lewis Alexander Jr., born and died November 26, 1992. Johnny A. Alexander, Private First Class, U.S. Army, Korea, August 8, 1930 to June 7, 2011. Johnny A. Alexander, June 7, 2011. Sarah L. Alexander, born April 25th, 1936. They were married December 19th, 1953. Leroy Frazier, Sergeant First Class, is that what that stands for? U.S. Army, World War II April 2nd, 1924, December 24th, 2000, Leroy Fraser, 2000, Stephen Lee Fraser, 1989, Stephen Lee Fraser, August 29th, 1989. Walter L. Jenkins, August 11th, 2005. Francis D. Jenkins, December 22nd, 2011. They were married October 8th, 1965. Ellen Trotter Jeddins, October 28th, 2014. James Stephen Geddins, RM3, U.S. Navy, March 28th, 1938 to December 24th, 2014. USS Boxer, LPH-4. Is it my grandfather or great-grandfather that did that? Carol Annette Sims. Oh, grandfather on one side, great-grandfather. No, grandfather on both sides, I think. Carol Annette Sims, January 7th, 2024. Furman Clayton Sims, Sergeant U.S. Army, April 4th, 1937 to May 11th, 2010. Furman Clayton Sims, 2010. Nora H. Dodd, November 7th, 1938. Arthur P. Dodd, senior. November 24th, 1932 to May 2nd, 2019. SP2, U.S. Army, Korea. Peggy C. Heller, September 9th, 2013. Bob Heller, April 26, 2011. Mary Ruth H. Wheeler, 2019. And drawn over here. Something about right here. Yeah, not just the wind, something about right there. And I guess before I go, one of the things that people do not address much is the idea of philosophy and Christianity. Now, of course, one of the things that we do run across is people get confused about philosophers. Because people mistake philosophy from just quoting people. Now, if a person's going to quote a bunch of philosophers instead of some spiritual authority, I totally understand where they are coming from. But there are some references that the Bible actually does bring up. And Colossians 2:8 uses the term philos aphios. And the warning there is to not be made a victim by the perceptions, being emptied and filled by mere human traditions and arrangements that deceive. Now, that base meaning is something that one can totally get behind, and if I'm not. And I'd like to show some of the building here. There may be some particularism about some of the statues and stuff. 1 Corinthians 1 22 and 2:4, we are reminded that we should be the sort whose computations were plainly related and without unnecessary divisiveness or unnecessary density. Now, some of these stained glasses are probably a lot cooler from the inside. Psalm 49:13 makes the indication of the Jewish-derived ceremonial and other such things. Because, a lot of what's listed in conservative traditions isn't actually what Scripture is telling us. So we should, before making an opinion about that sort of stuff, listen to maybe what that is, to figure out for ourselves. Daniel 1:17 doesn't quite talk about it from a deduction angle, but we should be skilled in wisdom for ourselves. And we should rely on the power and manifestation of the Spirit, so we should seek that sort of thing out. Psalm 49:13, such is the fate of those who take their own past viciousness for the lacking. And wait in regards to their own visions. Daniel 1:17, we're talking about 4 youths who gave themselves over to a consciousness by divinity. And we should intelligently consider all through the books of wisdom. And something about all visions and dreams, but, there's different sources of visions and dreams, so we should have an idea about that. Colossians 1:8, don't. Oh, and something in Corinthians, not with the philosophy. Can't totally read my thing, but basically the problem was the whole Greek thing.